Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 14. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? 19, Tiger. Check 52. Check.
Jones. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll try and run for him with Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Halloween. He's checking crack.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Hey, Red Bull, 80. Check 24.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Lindsay here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Let's bring it. Check 59. Mike is 59.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brought down
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 7, Panthers nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Down at the 10.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From a yard out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Coach Stein with us. 58, boys, 58, 58. Mike, I don't think you got it, son.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
58 to Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Number 26.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Jones, and boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Wilson on the keeper, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now Jones, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Panthers 7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk. Anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out. And
he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll set up a throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Panthers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the Buccaneers' 20-yard line.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sam Sloman set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Looking to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Harold Landry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He's giving him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitz.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jones. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the 21.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The pick up there, 5 yards.
The 15-yard line.
A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.